This video is going to show you 3 locations which allow you to get your loadout guns as fast as possible inside Warzone 2. This is not the loadout drop box itself with all the perks. This is just mainly your 2 weapons because obviously you're going to get them quicker with the least amount of cash as possible. You're seeing the first location on screen just now, and that is inside Al Mazrah City. You probably know about this location because a lot of content creators have talked about this one, but as you go towards this building, which you'll see throughout the gameplay, you'll find a lot of cash registers, and within that obviously we have a ton of cash and you can buy your guns. And all 3 of these locations take about 3 minutes in total to get your loadout. So that's from landing in, gathering the cash, and then going to the closest buy station with a vehicle, which a lot of these locations have vehicles next to them, which is very, very handy. 2 of them actually have helicopters next to them, so it's extremely useful, and that way you can get your loadout as fast as possible. And this works the best as a solo player. Now obviously if you are playing the larger game modes, for example duos, trios, quads, you will need probably more cash than this. So maybe one of your teammates can land in one of the other locations and you can land one of these locations throughout this video. But like I said, for a solo player, this is the best way and the fastest way to get your guns. Now of course, like I said before, you won't be getting your perks here, but obviously the main idea here is to grab your guns, go around, kill people, and then wait for the loadout drop to happen, which actually happens a lot earlier now. The next one is near Side City on this kind of big building complex, and again it's very easy to get cash from this building because there's a lot of cash registers. Once again, there's 2 locations within the building where you can get cash registers, which is really handy because it makes it a lot easier, and these spawn in the exact same location each and every game. So unlike the white loot boxes that you try and find in special areas of the map or that are inside strongholds or whatever, this is the more consistent way of doing it because this can basically work every single game. Okay, you might get a little bit less cash some games, you might get a bit more cash, but you are in big buildings and you will be likely to find a little bit of the extra cash you need to grab both of your guns. 90% of the time, to be honest, there will be the perfect amount of cash to buy at least 2 weapons, so you won't really have any problem here. As you can see, again, this is the next location on the screen. So it's never usually a problem finding the cash in these locations to get your loadout weapons. Obviously some of the time it's going to be taken to travel to get to a buy station to actually buy your weapons, and then also some of these locations may be contested depending on the flight path. They're not really super popular areas anyway, so you shouldn't really find a lot of players basically try to go to these locations to get guns or to get the cash from it. And if one of them seems quite heavily contested when you're flying over, you can always just travel to one of the other ones in this video. The next one is this gas station below Al Mazrah City. Now every gas station has cash because they have the cash registers within them, so if you are near a gas station in general, then obviously be sure to loot that because you will tend to find a lot more cash there. But this one seems the most consistent to me, and it's the one that I found when I was trying to do the M13 challenge on DMZ. It always had a ton of cash inside this specific one, so that is why I always tend to go for it if it is nearby. And again, you're going to find the most amount of cash here to then travel, go and grab your loadout guns, and then start off the match. And obviously that is the best way to go ahead and do this. Most other areas of the map, especially if you choose the kind of main points of interest, they're going to be heavily contested by most players, and you don't really want to land there. You want to land in these locations, grab your guns as quickly as possible, and then head on and try and kill some players. And it's obviously easier to kill players when you have your loadout guns handy with you. So there we have it. Those are 3 locations that you can get your loadout guns as fast as possible, especially if you're a solo player inside Warzone 2. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe, and thank you very much for watching.